York Regional Police is announcing the results of Operation Auto Guard 3.0. It's a campaign aimed at combating auto theft in the south end of York Region. Efforts from the York Regional Police Service has seen a 35% drop year over year in car thefts. For more on this, we're joined live by Constable Kevin Nebrija. Kevin, thanks a lot for joining us. So let's talk about the why for Operation Auto Guard 3.0.
Yeah, so as the name suggests, AutoGuard 3.0, this is the third time we've deployed such an operation, as we do continue to see success. And the aim of this is to combat auto theft in the south end of York Region. And as you mentioned, as of November 31st, 1,635 vehicles were reported stolen, which is a 35% drop from last year of 2,363. But we don't do this alone. We consult with our enforcement partners, our community engagement officers, and crime prevention strategies in order to make this an effective campaign. And that includes using data analysis to identify hotspots and then focusing the enforcement and crime prevention efforts in those areas.
Constable, you guys arrested almost 50 people.
Yeah, that's correct. And again, it goes back to what I was saying, that this does continue to see results, and this is why we continue to deploy this operation. 48 people were arrested with one youth, and they do face a combined total of 242 charges. Now, several of the adult suspects were found to be breaching probation or a form of release order at the time of their arrest as well.
What can you tell us about the vehicles that were found, that were recovered? Where did you find them? Did they get reunited with their owners?
Yeah, in terms of the vehicles stolen, it's a wide range. A lot of it is crime of opportunity, and whenever we do recover a vehicle, we do everything we can to let the owner know that it is recovered. And sometimes it might not be immediately within a month or a year. It could be several years down the road. I know investigators who get contacted by overseas law enforcement agencies to say that the vehicle reported stolen in York Region is now in another country. So, hopefully that brings some closure to the victims, but we do everything we can in order to bring that property back to them.
Was there anything particularly different about Operation Auto Guard 3.0? Anything that stood out to you all?
Not necessarily. I mean, criminals don't like to reinvent the wheel, and this is why we do continue to deploy these same strategies year over year, because they are successful. Again, it goes to show the 242 charges laid against the 48 individuals just goes to show that these methods are effective in our communities.
And Constable, before we wrap up, let's talk about these information cards and the 6 steps to protect your vehicle. What are you telling the community?
Yeah, so this can actually be found on our website, yrp.ca/autoguard. And it is 6 steps just to provide some information to help keep you and your vehicle safe from auto thieves. And basically, we're telling people to not leave valuables in their vehicle. Out of sight, out of mind is best practice. Install a GPS tracking device or a kill switch if able to, or low-cost method is an Apple AirTag. We do suggest installing cameras outside of a house as a deterrent. However, if the vehicle is stolen, that is going to provide key evidence such as suspect descriptions, methods, direction of travel, and it might even connect them to several other car thefts. We also like to suggest using a steering wheel lock, and while simple, it's very effective. It might cause the suspect or suspects to figure out how to defeat this mechanism, might figure out it might be too much time to do so, and they might move on from that vehicle. Again, locking the vehicle and keeping the keys in a Faraday bag. The Faraday bags are specifically made to prevent radio waves, radio frequencies from being tracked and manipulated into a system. And we suggest keeping the Faraday bags away from the door. And if you are able to park in a garage, we always encourage that as well.
Okay, Operation Auto Guard 3.0. Constable Kevin Nebrija, York Region Police, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Bakari.